Hello and welcome to Quick Maths with Mr. Johnson. In this video, I will work out the Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics Paper 3 for examination from 2025. In my last video, I finished up to question number 13. So let us start question 14a. The diagram shows the net of a cuboid. Number 1, find the volume of the cuboid. So the volume is length multiplied by width multiplied by height. So you need to multiply these three numbers. That is 6 times 4 times 5. And when you do so, you will get 120 cubic centimeters. You can use a calculator. Number 2, show that the total surface area of the cuboid is 148 square centimeters. The total surface area is the area of all these rectangles together, okay, all of these together. Now instead of finding it one by one, let us use the rule surface area is 2 times length times width plus length times height plus width times height. This can be in any order. So let us multiply 2 times. We know the dimensions are 6, 4 and 5. You need to combine these three numbers over here. So I can write 6 times 4 plus 6 times 5 plus 4 times 5. Let's tidy up this a bit. 24 plus 30 plus 20. And then that will give you 2 times 74. And then 2 times 74 is 148 square centimeters. Number 3, calculate the total length of the edges of the cuboid. Now let's go back to the diagram. Remember, when we fold this to make a solid, some of the sides that you can see over here will be common. So it will be best if we draw a rough sketch of the cuboid. Okay, let me draw over here. Let's say this is the cuboid, and then you have 6, 4 and 5. This side 6 over here, there are 4 of these. One as I drew just now, one on top, one on the other end and one behind. So 6 times 4 plus, say 4 also will have 4 of these, one over here, second, third and fourth. So that's going to be 4 times 4 plus 5 over here, another 5 over here and over here. So that is also 4 times 5. So this is 24 plus 16 plus 20. 40 plus 20 will give you 60 centimeters. Alright, so let us move on to part B. In this part, all measurements are in centimeters. This is the net of a cuboid with edges x, y and x minus 1. Find an expression in terms of x and y for the perimeter of the net. Give your answer in its simplest form. Now this time we don't have to fold it because it says perimeter of the net. So all you must do is add up all the sides. Let's first write down, if this side is x, so this has to be x. If this side is y, this has to be y. If this side is x minus 1, this must be x minus 1. And then this is y, so this is also y. And then we have, this is x, because if this is x, so this has to be x, the longer side. And obviously this will be x. and then we have y and y, y and y. So let's count how many x's are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4x plus x minus 1 plus x minus 1. Let's go back and count the y's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 8y. Let's tidy up this. 4x plus 1x is 5x plus x is 6x, so that will give you 6x. Minus 1 is minus 2 plus 8y minus 2. Okay. Question number 15. A sphere has a surface area of 177 squared centimeters. Part A says calculate the radius of the sphere. In page number 2, you have all the list of formulas. The sphere is right over here. 4 pi r square. Pi r square will give you the surface area, that is 177. Divide both sides by 4 pi. 4 pi and 4 pi will cancel. You have r square equal to 177 over 4 pi, and then r is equal to the square root of 177 divided by 4 pi. That will give you 3.7530. So let us round it to 3SF, 3.75. In part B, it says calculate the volume of the sphere. Here you have the formula for volume of a sphere, which is 4/3 pi r cubed. So volume is 4/3 pi r cubed, and then the volume is 4/3 times pi times, we found our radius 3.75. Let us use that. 3.75 cubed will give you 220.89. Let us round this to 3 significant figures. First, second, and third. The following digit is 8, so you add 1 over there, so that's 221 cubic centimeters. Question number 16. A. Joe and Mira buy a shop. They pay for the shop in the ratio 7:15. Mira pays $84,000 more than Joe. Work out how much they each pay. So if you look at the ratio 7:15, Mira is paying 8 more parts than Joe. Alright? So the total number of parts will be 7 plus 15. That will give you 22 parts. But this Joe is paying only 7 parts, whereas Mira is paying 15 parts. Mira pays 8 more parts than Joe. So, and that is $84,000. Okay, so let's find one part. If 8 parts is equal to 84,000, so one part will be 84,000 divided by 8, and that gives you 10,500. Alright, now for Joe it is 7 parts, so 7 times 10,500 times 7, that is 73,500. And then for Mira it is 15 times 10,500. Alternatively, you can just add 73,500 plus 84,000. Okay, 157,500. Alright, even if you add this, you will get the same answer, 157,500. The shop makes a profit of $56,000. Joe receives 12% of the profit. Mira receives $14,000 of the profit. The rest of the profit is put into a bank account. Number 1, calculate how much money Joe receives. He receives 12% of $56,000. So 12%, the multiplier is 0.12. So 0.12 times 56,000 will give you 6,720. Let's go to question number 2. Calculate the amount put into the bank account as a percentage of the profit. So the total amount is 56,000 and we need to subtract this and 14,000 to find out first how much did they put into the bank. So 56,000 minus 6,720 minus Mira's amount 14,000, that will give us 35,280. Now to write as a percentage of the profit, we set up the proportion 35,280 over the original amount 56,000 times by 100, and that gives us 63%. Let us go to question number 3. Mira invests $14,000 at a rate of 2.4% per year compound interest. Calculate the value of this investment at the end of 4 years. So the compound interest formula is principal times 100 plus r over 100 to the power of n. Principal is the amount of investment. This is the rate of interest, and n stands for the number of years. So 14,000 times 100 plus 2.4 over 100 to the power of 4. Simplify this a little bit. 14,000 times 100 plus 2.4 will give you 102.4, and when you divide that by 100, this needs to be raised to power of 4. That will give us 14,000 times 1.024 to the power of 4. To the power of 4 will give us 15,393.16, rounded to 2 decimal places. That's all for now. The rest of the questions will be in the next video. Thank you for watching.